The 9 worst habits for the brain. In this video, I'll tell you how to improve and care for your brain. There are many habits and situations that harm brain function which you should avoid. I'll mention these things to help you maintain better health. Well, I've made a list of 9. And number 1 is sleep deprivation. Studies show that people who sleep less than 6 hours, even if they feel fine short term, may harm their brain and memory long term. I was talking to a colleague who said, I sleep 4 hours a day, but I feel fine. However, as I mentioned, this colleague will suffer the consequences in the long run. So aim for at least 6 hours of sleep. I know many were surprised when I said 6 hours as they expected me to say 8 hours of sleep. I set this number lower as large quality studies show 6 hours is enough. Knowing many can't sleep 8 hours or more, I lowered the goal a bit. I'm one of those people who can sleep 6 hours. 8 hours? I can't due to my work. With 2 young kids at home, I can't have that luxury. How many hours do you sleep per night? Write here and mention your city and part of the world you're from. I love knowing this, and I'll send a shout out to your city at the end. Remember, it's not just about quantity of sleep, but quality too. How's the quality of your sleep? For instance, people taking benzodiazepines like clonazepam, diazepam, or alprazolam may sleep for 6 or 8 hours, but their brain can't achieve the same quality of rest because these drugs interfere with sleep quality. So avoiding these medications is also a strategy to enhance your memory. In fact, many long-term studies link memory issues with benzodiazepine use. It also increases fall risk and other issues like obstructive sleep apnea in heavy snorers. What's that? When you're sleeping with obstructive sleep apnea, your oxygen flow decreases. This leads to hypoxia, where low oxygen levels cause various changes affecting sleep quality, increasing diabetes and high blood pressure risks, which harm your overall health. So, ask people who sleep in the same house if you snore a lot or wake up feeling suffocated. It's not just a feeling, you actually experience decreased oxygen levels. It's crucial to maintain good sleep quality and avoid medications that disrupt sleep patterns. Number 2, thyroid changes. Why did I say it can harm your brain? Many studies clearly show this, okay? It's scientifically proven that low thyroid hormone levels can impact memory. If untreated, it can lead to dementia, a reversible cause in some cases. Just knowing this information can help you prevent a more serious condition. Many thyroid patients report memory issues before treatment begins. This is very common. Almost 100% of patients experience it. If you have a thyroid issue, did you notice memory changes when diagnosed? Did you become more forgetful? Share your experience in the comments. It's important for others to see this is true. Routine tests like TSH and free T4 are crucial to check thyroid function and protect memory. They help prevent severe memory issues. This isn't uncommon. Many people show these symptoms after years without a thyroid check. Often the issue is there as thyroid problems are extremely common. So memory issues and forgetfulness require regular thyroid evaluations. Agreed? Simple blood tests can assess thyroid function, prevent serious issues, and improve brain function. Did you know thyroid hormones affect the central nervous system? So thyroid function. Number 3, alcohol consumption can harm your memory and brain. Many studies show that long-term alcohol consumption, especially in large amounts, can be harmful. But what's considered a large amount? Research indicates that up to 1 drink daily, or 2 for men and 1 for women, doesn't impair memory. Exceeding this amount can lead to side effects and adverse impacts from alcohol consumption. Higher doses increase the risk of memory issues, including brain atrophy. Yes, actual reduction in brain mass. Other substances like cigarettes can also affect your memory. I won't dwell on this. As you know, alcohol and cigarettes aren't healthy. For cigarettes, traditional or electronic, The safe amount is 0. The 1 drink a day guideline I mentioned is based on scientific studies. For those without issues like alcohol-induced fatty liver, 0 alcohol is advised. But for those without alcohol-related problems, 1 drink isn't harmful, per studies. This applies to heart health too, okay? You've heard a glass of wine might benefit your heart. That's not a myth or a lie. Studies show 1 drink won't harm your health. Number 4, diet can also impact your health. This is one of the video's key points. I'll focus on foods that can help you. Here's a list to choose your favorites from. Nuts like peanuts, Brazil nuts, cashews, and macadamias have brain-boosting fats. Foods like broccoli with vitamin K and antioxidants, and legumes like beans, peas, and chickpeas are healthy and can even help your cholesterol and blood fat levels. Red fruits like strawberries, blackberries, and blueberries contain anthocyanin, which has been extensively studied for its benefits on brain function. Cherries and raspberries are great too. I love cherries, and my son enjoys raspberries. They're definitely worth adding to your diet. Other brain-boosting foods include vitamin C-rich fruits like oranges, tomatoes, garlic, onions, and omega-3 rich fish like sardines and salmon. Avocados contain healthy fats that can improve memory. What other foods? Now, let me talk about foods that are good and can actually help. Dark chocolate with over 70% cocoa, up to 30 grams daily, can boost brain health. Olive oil, rich in antioxidants, is also excellent for overall health. Regarding nutrition, I want to emphasize avoiding ultra-processed foods high in sodium and preservatives like nitrates and nitrites. These have been linked to increased cancer risk, such as in salami, Parma ham, and other processed meats. These foods are not only high in calories and calorie-dense, but they're also low in vitamins and essential nutrients. Packaged foods like frozen pizza, lasagna, instant noodles, and frozen burgers should be avoided. It's always better to make these at home. If you want a burger, make it with fresh ingredients. It's healthier and more nutritious that way. Foods I mentioned, like olive oil, are calorie-rich but contain nutrients and antioxidants. They're not empty calories. Unlike adding sugar or excess fat to your diet, which are empty calories like sodas or chocolate milk, when you drink soda, you're not getting vitamins or fiber to aid digestion, just sugar without nutritional value. So it's worth reconsidering if you want better brain health. I've listed coffee separately in item 4, as studies show up to 4 cups of brewed or espresso coffee can boost brain health, mood, and memory. However, 6 or more cups, some studies say 8, might harm memory and brain function, so moderation is key. I love coffee, but it's not always good for you. Be careful with how much you drink. Too much can affect memory and increase the risk of heart issues like atrial fibrillation. So watch your caffeine intake. Number 5 that can harm your brain, cognitive function, and memory is a sedentary lifestyle. Exercise releases substances good for our brain and body, improving overall composition. So, physical exercise is crucial not just for heart health but also for brain health. Studies show 150 minutes weekly split into 3+ days, like 50 minutes thrice weekly or 30 minutes 5 times a week, provides health benefits. So, do physical activity you enjoy most. Don't limit yourself too much or it'll be hard to reach your goal. I like going to the gym, running outdoors and on treadmills. It's great for health. Other exercises like swimming and water aerobics are also beneficial. Tell me which exercise you like and I'll let you know if it's good. Deal? Number 6 that can harm your brain, often overlooked. Changes in vitamin B12 levels. Studies show that certain groups are at risk for B12 deficiency. The elderly, those with autoimmune diseases, vegetarians, vegans, and people taking medications like metformin or stomach acid reducers such as omeprazole, pantoprazole, or esomeprazole. These groups are at risk for B12 deficiency, which plays a crucial role in the central nervous system. It's involved in forming the myelin sheath. Do you know what the myelin sheath is? It's the protective covering of neurons. Low B12 levels can even impair your memory. If untreated, like thyroid issues, it can lead to dementia. Another reversible cause of dementia. Many patients I see have never had a vitamin B12 test. They show memory issues and tingling in limbs as B12 affects these functions. Many have anemia, as B12 helps form blood cells like red blood cells. So, B12 testing isn't just for high-risk groups, okay? You should periodically check B12 levels. It's linked to reversible memory issues and dementia. Knowing this and getting treatment can improve your quality of life and memory. Here's an important tip. Have you ever had a vitamin B12 test? I do it every year. Don't forget about vitamin B12, all right? In some groups, this deficiency can reach 30%. Check this out. Many eat meat with B12, but often the gut doesn't make enough acid to absorb it properly. Eating B12-rich foods or supplements won't help if your body can't absorb it, got it? Another issue is the myth that only non-meat eaters lack B12, which is totally false, okay? It's a big misconception. Not eating meat is a risk factor, sure, but it's not the only one, all right? Let's not limit it to just that group. And number 7, people with high blood sugar diabetes. High blood sugar levels can impair your brain function. But why? I mentioned high blood sugar levels because eating sweets or sugary foods occasionally, like cake, won't harm your brain. Many videos claim eating sugar causes blood sugar spikes that damage your brain. That's not true. A blood sugar spike isn't harmful if your body can process it well, like with good insulin function. If it were, everyone who ate sweets would have dementia. But that's not the case. They'd all have memory problems, right? What's harmful is regularly eating sweets or foods with a high glycemic index. What's that? When you eat, if your blood sugar spikes and your body can't process it, you're insulin resistant, like in type 2 diabetes. In this case, your body can't control these high blood sugar levels, and they remain consistently elevated. This can affect your memory. People often mix up sugar intake and insulin spikes with memory issues. But that's not really the case, okay? It's normal to have an insulin spike after eating sweets. That's not harmful. It's bad when insulin is overproduced and blood sugar levels don't drop. Got it? Number 8 that can affect your brain and memory is stress, especially chronic stress. Studies show chronic stress lasting weeks or months can alter memory and damage the hippocampus. So it's crucial to manage stress levels. Some situations like traffic are unavoidable. I'm not talking about those. Everyone experiences some stress. I mean chronic stress. There are activities that can help you cope. Personally, I enjoy listening to piano or working out. Exercise really helps me too. Do things you enjoy and try to avoid stressful situations. For instance, I had a patient with frequent blood pressure spikes and blood sugar fluctuations. Talking with him, I realized his lifestyle wasn't bad enough to explain these changes. Digging deeper, I found his job was extremely stressful. He couldn't sleep and was constantly under high stress. Stress can release hormones like cortisol, which short-term don't cause changes, but prolonged exposure can lead to harm. Often, the solution is to change your environment or alter a recurring situation. Pleasurable activities alone may not always solve the problem. Here's a tip. Evaluate how your life is going. Number 9 is lacking a cognitive reserve. What's a cognitive reserve? It's not doing activities that help your memory. For example, learning a language, playing an instrument, or seeking health info. By watching this video, you're protecting your brain, gaining knowledge, and stimulating areas a short clip wouldn't. It'd give you that dopamine hit, and you'd move on to another video. But actually no, you're already protecting your brain by looking up health information. So, cognitive reserve is crucial. Studies are clear when it comes to cognitive reserve. Do activities that stimulate your brain. Congrats to you for watching this video up to this point. If you want to keep stimulating your brain, Here's a recommendation. It's the heart video I mentioned. What are the best and worst habits for heart health? I talk more about diet and cholesterol there. There are many myths about cholesterol and heart health. Click here to watch that heart health video. Take care. See you next time.